So what is a telepresence system? A telepresence system is a robotic system that actually tricks the illusion of presence in a remote location for the operator. So in layman's terms, right now I'm in the Netherlands. If we had a robot with this system, like a telepresence system based in Canada, it would trick me into actually believing that I am the robot in Canada. It's kind of like a weird thing when you don't understand what it actually does, but I'll go into detail in future. So I keep mentioning the word presence and illusion. Now, how do you create this illusion? Well, you have to replicate all senses of the human body, and the feedback needs to be realistic so that it can actually trick your mind to believe that you are the robot in that location. So when you were at school, you were taught you had 5 senses: sight, smell, taste, touch and hearing. Well, I want to let you know that you actually have much more than that in terms of senses. Some of these senses are as follows: temperature, balance, pain, rotational acceleration, linear acceleration. Both of the accelerations are actually part of the vestibular system. And proprioception, which is body position. That's just where your brain knows where your body is and the limbs are relative in space. So that's why when you can touch your nose with your finger with your eyes closed, that's proprioception. There's plenty more senses that the human body has that I've not mentioned, but those aren't really relevant for a telepresence system, especially some for the Navi avatar. So, as mentioned in the beginning of this video, that the avatar drones are actually telepresence systems, as Jake Sully wouldn't be able to perform his duties as well if it was just a generic teleoperated robot. He would need to be able to be aware of his surroundings so that he can actually be among the Navi and properly study them and infiltrate their ranks to enable RDA to secure the moon for the human race. Since the films are set in the future, we could assume that a lot of these challenges in terms of communications are all resolved. And look, at science fiction, we can say everything's hunky dory and all works. So for the avatar system, let's break it down into 2 main systems: the avatar drone and the operator. So for the avatar, there would be an antenna system implanted in the head or a computer in the head of the avatar to process all the sensor inputs and allow the operator to control the avatar. All joints in the avatar would be a collection of brushless DC motors with encoders and linkages to help control the movement of the robot, but also provide feedback on the position of each limb, because a DC motor with brushless DC motor encoders can actually determine how far it's rotated, so you could actually have feedback on the actual limb position. So for balance, linear and rotational acceleration, the robot would have the avatar would have an inertial measurement unit, also known as an IMU, which measures linear rotational acceleration and has a gyroscope. So that means that the robot knows where it is in space and it can know its orientation. And then for touch, we would cover the avatar with piezoelectric or pressure sensors, and these so a piezoelectric sensor is basically like a crystal that can convert movement into an electrical signal. So send the touch from these sensors a signal back to the computer of the avatar. And there has been some research involved in this. We're providing haptic feedback on robotics of using piezoelectric sensors. These are one of the multitudes of options that have been trialled. We could also use the same sensors to simulate pain if the force exerted on the sensor exceeds safety levels on the system. This would actually prevent the operator from damaging the avatar, similar to how you need to be able to sense pain so that you don't actually damage your own body. Sound is so when it comes to sound, it's a very simple solution. We've got two options. We could add microphones inside the ears, just like a binaural system. Just mentioned earlier in the previous video where I built this, that uses, as you can see here, there's microphones inside the ear. Or you can have an array of microphones dotted around the robot to capture noise. Now for smell, the avatar could have what's called a gas chromatograph mass spectrometer. It's a bit of a mouthful, which is also known as a GCMS, so keep it short for that. And these are actually currently used to detect, separate, identify and quantify volatile and semi-volatile compounds. So in layman's terms, if you put a rose next to these kind of sensors, it would separate and identify each component of the fragrance from the rose. And you can actually replicate that scent with individual chemicals. So the data from the GCMS on the avatar could be used to transmit smell to the link unit. For sight, I would put a pair of cameras built inside the eyes to give binocular vision instead of single vision, so that actually creates depth perception. And I would actually put night vision onto these cameras as well, so that the avatar can actually operate at night. And for the temperature sensing, put thermal imaging into the avatar. For taste, this is a kind of a weird one. So initially I didn't think this would have been important for the avatar role, but if you were one to infiltrate the Na'vi and actually eat the same food, I think maybe actually having taste would actually be really useful to have. So during my investigation in this video, I stumbled across research from the Ohio State University, who developed a method to actually transmit taste wirelessly. So this method used a suite of sensors that could actually recognise the chemical molecules in food and transmit this information to a chemical dispenser, which would replicate the formula. So hey guys, I think you need to split this video up into two videos because it's quite a complicated topic in hand, and I'm getting to 25 minutes in the video when I'm editing it and it's not still complete. I think splitting it into two groups, where this was the avatar state setup, and in the second video I will be going over the operator side, but also how the RDA would be transmitting the information from the avatar to the operator. So stay tuned, and to stay tuned you can subscribe to the channel, and I also have an Instagram page, so if you want to follow me on Instagram, where I'll post updates on these videos and also my cosplay. So that's all I've got today, and I'll see you all later. Bye.